It's not beach-wise time now, is it? That's gone. That's gone, that has. We've already done that. We need something else. Right, let's try this instead. Hello, and welcome to
Monday Quiz-a-tronic. It's for you and for me to be free, to be free.
Hello, welcome to Monday quiz time, which will happen forthwith, but not straight away because we've got comments to read, or at least we would if I could see in these. I feel like I'm doing a bad impression of Where's Wally, like that. I mean, it's obvious. Let me take them off so I can actually see what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Hello and welcome. And yes, I have said that 3 times now, which I need to do a proper introduction, don't I? How did I used to start these things? Greetings, people of the interwebs. There we go. That's it. That's your lot. Let's have a look at the comments and see who's here tonight. I'm here. Jim Bob's Garage was here earlier. Matt was here earlier. I was here earlier. Greg Anderson was also here earlier. And he said, "Good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a great week." Yes, I did. Thank you, the Andersons. Tonight, we want to see a homage to the Cattle Auctioneers rap. I think I've seen that. I think I saw that the other week. And it was quite funny. Tommy Dapper's your man for that. Rap battle between Wranglers and the Anglers. Not sure about that one. Barry is here. Greetings, Barry. I hope you are doing fandably dozily well over there in the Americas. And Simone is here, and she says, "Harg narg dubba dubba ha ha blurp," which is Simone for Simonish for good afternoon. I hope you are all delightfully sprightly today. And I hope you are also delightfully sprightly today, Simone. So, hello. Dick Dastardly is here. Let's give Dick Dastardly a round of applause. Surely that's a round of applause. That's just a static of applause. Can you hear me when I'm doing that? Probably not. Crumpet news.
Crumpet news.
Our local shop now has the Warburton's thin crumpets. 8 crumpets in the same size packet as 6 regular crumpets. Are they moving in on the pie clip market? I think they are, Dick. I think what's happening. Oh, in fact, I'll tell you what's happening. More on this story later. Hang on 2 seconds. There we go. We've got lights. Those are these ones. We've got more lights. More lights now. Right, that's it. Are they moving in on the pie clip market? Well, I think they probably. In fact, let me put these glasses back on. If it's intellectual, I need these glasses. I think you could be right there, Dick. I think what they're doing, they started off with normal crumpets. Then they went to that massive crumpet. I don't know whether you saw that. You could buy one massive crumpet, which is all right if you're wanting to make some sort of crumpet pizza, I suppose. But yeah, are they moving in? I think they are. I think one by one or bit by bit, they're moving into the pie clip market. And yes, it's not a good thing. They should leave the pie clips alone. Nobody wants to have a confusion between pie clips and crumpets. In fact, I'll reinforce that by putting this on for you, if you remember.
It's not crumpet.
It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet.
It's not crumpet.
It's not crumpet.
This has been a broadcast on behalf of the This Is Not a Crumpet organisation of Great Britain. Remember, if it's not a crumpet, it's a pikelet. And if it's not a pikelet, it's probably a crumpet.
It's not crumpet.
Exactly. It's not a crumpet if it's thin. And Matt sort of follows this up with, holy crumpets, Batman! Warburtons are creating havoc. And I think they are creating havoc because they are literally being naughty. They are literally being naughty. And then Jim Bob's Garage is here. Hello, James. James earlier referenced a conversation we were having in the cafe at the Great British Car Journey. And it was very funny. And I'm just going to say vertical human centipede. That's all I'm going to say. And this also happened. Now, calm down. Don't be too worried, people. We dealt with the situation. It was all under control. There was a little, well, there was a little uprising, weren't there, Ernest? There was a little uprising, and we soon quashed it like that. Gone. Jim Bob. I earlier suggested that crumpets are merely receptacles on which to melt and transport salted butter and have no real merit on their own. I don't think it went down too well. It did not go down too well at all, James, because you made the mistake of, why are you flashing so much? Not you, James. I don't know if you do flash. Let's play with these lights. And I moved. I said, well, I'm not standing for this. I'm not standing for this sort of talk about crumpets, sort of dismissing their merits. And a spoon can move salted butter into your face. A crumpet is its own thing. So I moved tables. Yep, I literally moved tables. I moved the table about that far further away from where James was. And that dealt with the situation. The situation was dealt with. There was no more to say on the matter. We moved on. So just be warned. They are certainly shaking things up with this one, says Dick. I must say, the thin crumpets are indeed rate thin. Yes. Tony fan club of Botswana. In Botswana, we have noticed Tony does not appear on the stream thumbnail. This is true. Tony will appear on the stream thumbnail when it's Tony's stream. He will not appear on the thumbnail when it's my stream, because you are not watching a Tony stream. You are watching a Smashing Pistons stream. That is different. Oh, look, Tommy Dapper's here. 2-minute warning. Get off the crapper, people. It's quiz time. And Becky is here, and she says, evening, quizzers. Evening, Becky. I hope you and Glenn are doing well. And I like your new purchase. It is a very apt purchase. I'd still totally turbo it there. I would. A Turbird, a 1.8 Turbird ZS is up to now the nicest car I've driven. Slightly shades the Impreza. The Impreza I would still have, but that slightly shaded it. And if you've not seen my review of a 1.8 Turbird ZS, have a look in my videos under car reviews playlist, and I reviewed Cole's red ZS Turbo, and it is a gem. So yes, there you go. So hello. Oh, look, Rob's here, and he says,
Well, hello there.
Yeah, I still got your old logo on there. I need to go back. I'll let you into a little behind the scenes secret. When I do some of these videos, sometimes I just make them like in the hour before the stream starts, and I don't necessarily save the project file. I just export them, and then that's it. And I'm hoping that's not what I've done with that one. I'm hoping I can still find the project and just change the picture at the end. But hello, Rob, and it was good. It was good to see Rob today. I don't feel like I've seen Rob much in the past, maybe 3 months. It's actually, and me and Rob, we got together, and Norman and Ernest came out, and it was to be quite honest, it was tricky doing Norman's voice for so long again today, and trying to come up with some crazy things. But I think we managed it, didn't we, Ernest? I think we managed to get Norman and Ernest back on the map again. So yeah, look out on the Crankcases channel for some new Norman and Ernest stuff coming out very soon. We talked to a lovely lady, didn't we? A lovely lady called Joy. Oh, indeed, I bet she would be. Oh, and Barry says, do you like Tizer? And Simone says, I like Tizer. It's funny you should say that, because I've lost the clip. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you like Tizer?
Yes. Do you like Tizer?
Yes, I like Tizer. Would you like some Tizer?
No.
Oh.
Tizer. For those people that like Tizer, and for those that don't like Tizer.
There you go, Tizer. Pingu is here. Greetings, Pingu. And he says, hey up, Don Simon, which is moi. Are you a professional vocalist too? Now, actually, so in my reckoning, to be a professional anything, you need to be paid for doing that. And the only gig that we ever got paid to do, let me just think. I'm not getting this wrong. The only gig that I can recall that we ever actually got paid money to do was when we had a singer. So I didn't sing. That was like pretty much our first proper gig, I think. And I was expecting to sing. It's an interesting story, Pingu. I'm glad you asked. Let me put me reminiscing glasses on. Yes, I remember. It was our first gig, and we had a female vocalist. I can't remember what her name was now. Might have been Sarah. I think it was Sarah. Yeah, and about 2 months before the gig, she left to go to university. We didn't hear anything from her, so we just assumed that were it. She weren't coming back. She'd moved to a different city. Why would you come back for one gig? Anyway, so we got all set up in pub, did get ready for sound check, and in comes Sarah, and we were like, oh, we didn't know you were coming back. And she's like, well, I've not heard anything from you. And we were like, we've not heard anything from you either. This were the days before WhatsApp and all that nonsense. So yeah, she was the singer, and then we never saw her again after that night. So yeah, there you go. That was quite a good gig as well. I can't remember how much we got paid. I think we're like 80 quid or something. Not massive. It was in the Tut and Shive in Rotherham, and I think it was when it had literally been open like a week. I think we were the first band to play there. We were a good pub, that. Yeah, we found a guy that was a drummer, and he was dead quiet and a bit odd. And he ended up stealing our drum kit and never turning up to practices. So we had to go and liberate the drum kit from his mum and dad's house. And this guy, I'm pretty sure this guy was in his early 40s at the time. Oh, very strange. Let's have a look where we get down to. Oh no, I can only stay till past. Sorry, Simon. That's all right. You've got another 14 minutes to put up with this nonsense. And Barry says soup. Alfita saying crumpet, says Jim Bobs. We need the crumpet song as a ringtone. I'll send you the file. I'll send you an MP3, Simone. Remind me. I'll send it you on WhatsApp later if I can remember. Thank you for that informative public information film. You are very welcome, Simon. And Becky says, how are the elephants? We will find out possibly later. And Alex is here. Thank the Lord. I thought something terrible had happened. I thought Dr. Foster's gone to Gloucester in a shower of rain. He stepped in a puddle right up to his middle, and he's also kidnapped Alex, and she can't get on to watch the live. But no, she just forgot it was Monday, really. I mean, yeah, that happens. Yo, Alex, says Ujudge. I forgot to until... Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, hang on. Let me put my reprimanding glasses on. Yes. Ujudge forgot it's Monday and that there was a live as well. She was sat there talking to me about what we're having for dinner. And I said, well, are we going to have dinner before the live or after? And she was like, oh, it's Monday, isn't it? There's a live. Just shows you how much what I do every bloody week gets logged into people's memories, doesn't it? I just sat down with a takeaway curry. Good. What, as company? Are you eating it? Or is it like you've sat down and you've got the takeaway curry sat at the side of you and you're talking about the important matters of the day, like which is best, thick bread, which is toasty, like the Warburtons, or the super toasty, like is it the orange packet bread or the green packet bread? Because I'll tell you my thoughts, and I'm not going to charge you for this. I'm literally just going to give you my thoughts on Warburton's toasty and super toasty bread, right? Super toasty, that's a lot of bread in one slice, but it's perfect for crisp sandwiches. So bear that in mind. Also, when you do toast in our toaster, because it's crap, with super toasty bread, you still get that crisp on the outside and fluffy on the inside, so that's good. Toasty bread is probably good for toast in a good toaster. Again, our toaster sucks ass. And it's not as good for crisp sandwiches. So ideally, what we could do with, this is what we could do with. We could do with a loaf. Half of it, crusty bread, so nice crispy like farmhouse bread. No, a third of it, crusty farmhouse bread. That's the symbol for crusty, by the way. A third of it super toasty and a third of it toasty. That's ideally. If anybody from Warburton's is watching, and no doubt they are, because as we know, everybody watches this, except Adam. Adam's not appeared, so I don't know where he is. Maybe he is at Warburton's. I'll send him a message later asking him. Yes, Warburton's. If anybody's watching from Warburton's, which they are, that's what we need. We need loaves of bread. It's no good selling normal sized loaves and tiny loaves. We need a normal sized loaf that's made up from 3 different types of bread. That's what we need. I'm not going to eat a whole super toasty loaf in like 2 days before I want to have toasty bread and before I need to have crusty bread. I end up having to buy 3 lots of bread. This don't work, does it? The maths don't pan out that way. Tony has a stream, however, he missed it. No, he doesn't yet, because literally this would be Tony's stream. Right? Are you ready? This would be Tony's stream. See, it'd be crap, wouldn't it? Because Tony doesn't talk. But what he does do is something very special. There you go. Is Disco Tony. That was his name originally. Simon also. Well, he didn't appear. He drove in his car to the. I keep wanting to move my peak on my cap, but I'm not wearing a cap. I have to do this instead. Simon came to the Great British Car Journey today. He also took him not a few hours. What are you trying to say, Simon? Spit it out. Simon also came to Great British Car Journey today, and it took him a while longer to get back because he had a bit of a breakdown. But because Simon's good with his hands and he carries tools around in his car, a bit like Alex. Alex carries tools in her car. Not only me, but actual tools as well. He managed to fix it and drive home. So I'm not surprised he's here saying that he's glad he's got another couple of days off because today will have been a long day for him. Alex has gone for vegetable noodles and tikka corn things. Oh, very nice. And Colin is here and he says,
A quick hello, Quizmaster.
which is not Colin's accent.
This is not Colin's accent at all. This is more like a Scottish accent.
Ish. Tapper in the morning here, which is the only Irish accent I can do. And I don't think that's the right area of Ireland anyway. So I'll not insult Colin by trying to do an accent. I'll just talk like this instead. Hello, Colin. Thank you for joining. I assume Colin's working. He's always working. He's nutter. Is it nutter? What the? What? Hang on. Let me just. There we go. Just. It's all right. I've turned him round. And rice, because it's lush. There you go. Right. Let's take that off the screen. We can turn him back round now. Where are we going here? I can tell it's Tizer when my eyes are shut. Good. Becky says, "Stop putting devilish ideas in my head, Simon. And I've got the thought of what the ZS would be like with the lump that's in Captain. It's a monster 223 HP. That would be entertaining. The one that I drove was about 160, I think Carl said. I'm not sure whether it might have been a bit more than that. I can't remember." And Colin says Ty's is giving him LSD flashbacks to the 2000s or the noughties, as he says. I hope Simon didn't steal anyone's lunch. Oh my God, can you imagine?
Dinner thief! Dinner thief! Dinner thief! He's up! Dinner thief!
There you go, dinner thief. And Peter's here and he says, "Simon, this is just strange, but true. A lot of things are. Mainly me sometimes. Simon had a filling omelette for lunch, so he did not need to pinch anyone else's dinner. That's good. That's good. And Norman Bates is here. He says, hiya. Greeting, Norman. Hope you're doing all right. Rob says, both Simons had egg-based lunches. That is true. That is true. And I'm glad I was driving myself home. Yeah, I had quiche, and yes, it wasn't fantastic. I must say it was definitely homemade, but I'm not sure homes should be making dinners, to be honest. Did I just call you Norman there, Errol? Hello, and thank you for joining. And there will be some news following in next week's stream, so stay tuned. Becky Evans, the doll, has sent a £4.99 super sticker. Thank you very much. What can we do in celebration? There we go. We'll show you. Corn on the cob, man. Oh, he's not going to be in focus, though, is he? Oh, there he is. Hello. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Thank you. He's not a man of many words. He doesn't know what he's on about most of the time. Oh, look, Emma, who is disinterested car girl, just dipping in. Hello. Hello, Emma, and I hope you are doing well. And welcome to the madness if you're still here. If you're not here, then why are you not here? What, you should always be here. Everybody should always be here, which is weird because people have stopped saying hello to everybody now. Now that I made a big deal that it's the most ridiculous thing in the world, people have stopped doing it. Simon Easton is a dinner thief. He is indeed. Stephen S. Paul is here, says, hello, children of the chat. Hey up. Oh, hang on. I did have my emergency crumpet supply for the journey home as well, Alex. I did not need to thieve anyone's dinner. This is true. He did. And Alex says, it's good that you've got your habits under control. Sourdough is the best toast. That is true. I'm having a Thai takeaway, says Rob. He's showing off again. He's always showing off. Main course is something called Pick Pick Chow Chow Quack, which translates to fish salad. I've gone off bread, says Alex. To be honest, that is a good move. Bread is not very good for you. I could listen to Tony for hours, says Matt. And then Simon says, what do you mean Tony doesn't talk? Tony could be your camera person. All he needs is some blue tack. This is very true. And he would give us less hassle than Matt. Ugh, Matt. Ugh, Matt. Simon saw today what we have to put up with Matt. Ugh. Tony is a coconut. That's correct. Can you do a Cilla Black accent, Simon? Probably not. Oh, look, I've got a dangly bit of thread on my jumper. Dave Smith says a coconut is a herb, and Simon says a coconut is not a nut. Oh, like a banana. Yes, a banana is a herb. Tony's last girlfriend was mad about chocolate. She was a cocoa nut. Well done, Simone. Well done, Simone. Oh, now then. I'll need to ask you about that because I have never mastered poached eggs and I quite fancy trying to master poached eggs. You left off your quiche. Lorraine spaced over that. How ungrateful. Well, to be honest, it was a bit crap. And Dave Smith has gifted 5 memberships. 5 whole memberships to 5 lucky people. So I don't know if I get to see who those 5 lucky people are. Maybe someone who's looking at it on YouTube can tell me. I'm pretty sure it pops up on YouTube, but not on my jiggery perkeries. Simon's quiche obviously looked better than it tasted. There you go. Cob man. Yeah, exactly. Corn on the cob man. Corny corn man. Is he called Cornelius? Well done. Well done. Oh, and Emma, it says, I'm still here while cooking sausages. Well, if there's anything better to cook sausages along to, it's obviously a bearded man in a woolly hat talking shit. But I'm glad you're still here, because if you weren't still here, this comment would be pointless. Unless you're not still here, because you put that 3 minutes ago, and I'm only just catching up. Bad Bucks is here. He says, good evening all in chat, which is good. Right, I'm going to start the quiz. So I'm gonna pick a quiz while I play. Oh, now then. This one.
Whiz time. It is time. Whiz time.
Now then, which quiz am I going to pick? Because I'm not entirely certain which one to pick today, and I'm sure there's some we've already done not long ago. I'm going to pick one of Dick Dastardly's, actually. Here we go. This one. Picking, naming cars from their real lights. So let's go. Right, that's loading up now, so I can go in here now and I can click present. Share blooming screen now. Share that. Go back in here. And go back in this one. Here we go. It's on classic. Let's press start. Here we go. So you'll be getting your pin. So for anybody who doesn't know how this works, you go to kahoot.it. And it'll ask you to put a pin number in. I'll show you on my phone, but I can't be arsed. And then you put that pin number in. You can customize your avatar. You can customize your name. And then you'll come up on this little screen like Big Tony fan there and the Anders clan have. And yeah, you can customize your avatar and stuff. And that Khan, I thought Barry weren't playing, but he's there. Khan, unless somebody's pinched his name. What we're on about? I don't know. What were you on about? I've no idea. I've lost my train of thought. Oh, have you got a train? No, I ain't got a train. Why are you asking about trains? You just said you lost your train of thought. What, have you got a train? No, I ain't got a train. Why are you asking me about trains? Well, you asked me about trains. What's a train? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Where did we get up to? Oh yeah, you can pick your name, you can pick your avatar. And then when the quiz starts, you'll see the question on the stream, like some sort of magical moving picture thing. And then there'll be answers in different colours at the bottom, and you use your phone or whatever you're using to pick the right answer. That's how these things work. I just need to remember where we got up to. 8:29. Remember that, Simon? 8:29. Look at this. Hey, we've got loads of people in tonight. Oh, this justifying me paying money to Kahoot. Because with the free version, stupid. My phone just keeps going onto camera on its own. With the free version of Kahoot, you can only have 10 people playing. We've got 16 in. 16 freaking Kahoot players. So let's just take a sip out of this this poor little cat's head. Ooh. I've not had this one before. That was quite nice, that. Thank you, Kitty. We've got 17 folks in. Oh dear. Do you think? Does anybody remember what Intercity 125 sound like? The horn thing? And if they do you think? Hang on, I need to make sure it's right way around. Yeah. Oh, hang on, I'm not sure now. Right, does anybody think this sounds like a cartoon version of an Intercity 125? There you go. Right, how many people got 18 in? Right, I'm gonna start it. I'm not gonna start it, I'm gonna start it. Right, and here we go. You ready? Look at that. Got botte, vertical centipede, twisty socks, nutcase, disinterested, dobby. Well, hello there. Funnilingus, stickman's water. Stickman's water. Elephantastic, copyright. I like that one. Inbred, like inbred. Warren and Gromit, Popcorn Man, Vin Diesel, Khan, Anderson's Clan, and Big Tony Fan. Right, we are going. Pow! So, this will be real lights, and you've got to name the car. You've got to name the car that they are from. Tricky. Rover 45, pow! But the saloon, because the saloon lights are different to the hatchback ones. In some bizarre twist of car design fate. We've got 15 questions in this, so I'll do a rundown after question 7. Or 8. After question 8. Moving on to question 2. Which mid-90s hatchback rear lights are these? Now it's confusing because which one's upside down and which one's the right way up? Is it a Volvo? Volvo's not an option. Yeah, it's the Rover R8. It is. I recognise it from this little bit underneath. Mr. Paul Roverman had some that part was white on once. He sold them super fast. Oh, bit of a change. Question 3. Which 2010 small hatchback rear light is this? Bleeding hell, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I do. Only because cars attached to it. Do you think they have? Yeah, Fiat 500, you can tell from front bumper gives it away. Do you think people get paid just to design the rear lights? And what do you think the design criteria is? Because there's some rear lights that look amazing, like the DS3 ones. They've got the facelift ones have got do they call them? I think they call them infinite rear lights. So it's got kind of like a how to describe it? Like a semi-mirrored part of it. So when you look at it, it's like a square ring. Oh, missus. But it reflects in itself, so you get a trail that looks like it's about 3 meters long. So it looks like the light extends into the car. They're really nice. I quite fancy a DS3 actually. Do I fancy a DS3 more than I fancy a Mitsubishi Lancer? Only time will tell. I think it's getting time for a change there. Moving on to question 4. Which Mark 1 version of a long-running hatchback rear light is this? Oh, bloody hell, I don't know. Mark 1, that. I think I might know. Your drink's over here, Simon. Why don't you swap them round so you don't get it wrong? Vauxhall Astra. Who don't love a good Astra? Yeah, proper old school them. One of the directors, when I used to work at Audionics, there were two directors. They were both called Phil. I remember one was called Phil Davis, but I can't remember what the other Phil's surname was. What was it? McCracken, that's it. Phil Davis and Phil McCracken. And Phil Davis had an M3, BMW M3. But people kept pinching the door mirrors off it. So in the end, he literally just used to get in the car in the morning, screw his door mirrors on, drive to work, unscrew his door mirrors because people kept pinching them. And the other Phil, anyway, the point of the story, the other Phil, so one Phil, nearly new BMW M3. Other Phil, about 15-year-old at the time, Mark 1 Astra GTE that he used to take on track days. If we could go back in time now, I'd have some right conversations with him. At the time, he was like really quiet and I didn't really talk to him much. But yeah, Mark 1 Astra, that is quite a nice car. I'd quite fancy one of them. Question 5. Which 70s saloon rear lights
Are these?
Now then, what's that? Is it Fiat? Is it a Fiat 124 Ford Escort, a Vauxhall Chevette, or an Austin Mini? Which one of them is it? Oh, you'd have to tell me. Oh, it's an Austin Mini, and which is weird because you wouldn't have thought a Mini was a saloon, would you? An Escort's a hatchback. Chevette they did do in saloon and hatchback, and 124 was a saloon. There were plenty of Minis at Great British Car Journey today, I'll tell you. And I have done. Moving on to question 6. Which early 2000s sports car are these rear lights from? Oh, God, if anybody gets that wrong. I mean, there's kind of two answers to it, but one of them's not there. In fact, there's not. Ignore that. I've just made an unfortunate error. Indeed, they are MGTFs. The reason why they're not MGFs is because on the MGF, this bit's tinted. Whereas on the MGTF, it's clear. It's like brighter. Oh, I thought I just pressed something then. I just clicked on something different. Oh, no change. So question 7, and then after question 8, we'll do an update. An update, a run through. Which comfortable early 2000s cars rear light is this? Oh, yeah. Rover 75, yes, indeedy. They're very similar to the 45 ones, aren't they? In their overall appearance, which makes it even weirder that the 25 ones are nothing like either of them. They're not, are they? I'm not making that up. Don't think they are. No, they're not. I wonder why they didn't do that. I wonder when they did the facelift 25. I wonder why they didn't uniform all the rear lights. Because that'd have given us nowadays another modification thing to do. Moving on to question number 8. Which 90s small hatchback is this rear light from? Come on, everybody knows this. The Rover, look, literally everybody knows this, although there's only 15 people answered. When there were 17 to start with, I wonder if people have been kicked out for some reason. Right then, so halfway through-ish, we've got Stickman's Water. Stickman's Water. Because Matt was handing out water earlier. Well, hello there! is second. Popcorn Man. I don't know who that. Oh, that could be this person. This person's playing. They've got their own little thing. Third, Inbred fourth, and Elephantastic is fifth. Let's go back and have a look at what the comments are saying. So we're open. I'm sending out good vibes to Emma's sausage to make sure that it's succulent and cooked as she wished it would be. Stephen S. Paul, who, if you're unaware of Stephen S. Paul's antics, he's consistently getting rot-free nice cars that we would give our hind legs for and having to crush them. Picked up a Ford van from a long-time customer. Sign written on it was the word Tizer. What is this madness? I think it's spelled ER, so yeah, it's different. But I don't know what that one would be. Maybe Matt needs some blue tack. Matt does need some blue tack. We never checked. Ernest, we never checked whether Matt had got some tissues in his car earlier. I had a good week, stick man. Pay it forward. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Dave. Slaved, not spaced. Oh, yes, she spaced out and slaved over that quiche. I was almost as professional as Ross today. I even went rogue and artistic with my filming. It did. This is true. Yes. And then Simone says, bye, everyone. Well, she's not here now, so we can talk about her. But I hope she has a nice dinner. And I don't know what she's doing, but whatever she's doing is lovely. Gaz on a Trike appeared and he said, once had an old telecom comma van with Brian's brains mobile brain surgery on the side. Neighbor called me Brian for years. I'd love a comma van. Some old van like that. It'd be lovely. Errol says, Delia Smith method from her cookery course book. Simmer in a frying pan for 3 minutes in barely simmering water. Perfect. So long as you don't have an induction hob. We don't have an induction hob. I will have to try that. Thank you. Judge, if that's your real name, remember that. Jimmy Quinn, Jimmy Mighty Quinn, Malcolm Motorin, and Emma Jacobs as far got the memberships gifted by Dave Smith. Thank you very much, Matt, for letting us know. And Mr. Deej. Okay. Crikey, I bet I've forgotten the answers. Probably. Maybe that's a good way of doing it. And GPSOMG. I've not seen that name for a while. Alex says, is this the most people on a quiz ever? Certainly on one of mine, I think. Intercity 125 sound. There you go. Ma bop. I'm giving this a go, but not a clue what I'm doing. Well, that sounds like my first time as well, Emma, to be honest. But God loves a trier, so keep at it. Right, let's carry on with the quiz. So where did we get to? We've got to question 8. So now we're into the final furlong. Oh, yeah. Let's see where it takes us. See if Stickman's water can be knocked off the top slot. Question 9. Which hatchback, new in 1998, rear lights are these? Are these? I tells you, are these? I know it. Ford Focus, that. So all these are always obvious when you know the answer. As soon as you know it, it's obvious. Moving on to question 10. Which Austin Morris estate rear light is this? Oh, ugly hell. Austin Montego. I knew it weren't the Mini Clubmen because they're completely different. But I couldn't. Oh, yeah. Are the estate Allegro lights? Alex, you'll tell me this. Are the Austin Allegro estate rear lights the same as the hatch? Hang on, is an Allegro a hatchback or a saloon? It's a saloon, isn't it? Are the Austin Allegro estate rear lights the same as the non-estate version rear lights? They've got to be, because it's the same profile. I'm sure it is. Oh, Elefantastic's moved up to position 4. Moving on. I mean, I'm not going to give Alex time to answer my question anyway. I'm just gonna keep powering ahead. I mean, it'd be really annoying if I kept pausing and not going ahead with the quiz just so Alex could answer a question that's completely irrelevant. Anyway, because number 1, I don't have an Austin Allegro. Number 2, I don't even have an Austin Allegro estate. 3, I don't have Austin Allegro or Austin Allegro estate rear lights to sell or give away or anything. And number 4, I don't even know what an Austin Allegro is. Sounds like a medical condition. Moving on to question. Oh, it's 11, isn't it? It's question 11. That's the only one that comes after 10. Which popular 70s classic car are these rear lights from? Oh God, I feel ill just looking at him. The MGB GT. I mean, as rear lights go, they're not a bad little shape, are they, then? Oh, Stickman's water has moved down. Now. Moving on to question 12. Which small family hatchback rear light is this? Oh, there we go. That we can answer that question from earlier. That we didn't know we were asking ourselves. Yeah, there you go. Rover 25. So let's bring that picture back up. Yeah, so when they did the facelift 25s, yeah, or even when they went from the 200 to the 25, why did they not change the layout of this? Because basically the 45 has got the clear bit running down this side. The 75 has got the clear bit running down this side. So why did they not do that for the 25? I wonder if it's because... I'm going to say I wonder if it's because the 25 was more of a bubble shape. But then they used the bubble mirrors on the 45s. And the 75s had bubble mirrors. So, yeah. I wonder why they didn't do that. That's weird, isn't it? Weird. Question 13. After this bit. Right. Question 13 is coming up. Which 70s small family car rear lights are these? Bloody hell, is that an Escort, a Marina, an Avenger, or an Allegro? I don't bloody know, do I? I'll say an Avenger, or it's an Allegro. Well, maybe that answers the question that I asked to Alex. Then the estate ones and the normal ones must be different. I'm making myself look like a right ninny. Oh, a little bit of change. Moving on I'll do a rundown after this penultimate question. Which classic small saloon are these rear lights from? Oh, this brings up another question. Yeah, the Volkswagen Beetles. I suppose it is a saloon because you can't get to the cabin from the boot, can you? But the boot's at the front. That's very strange. Then BMW Isabella cars, would they be hatch fronts rather than hatchbacks? Oh, they're just messing with stuff. What about the Messerschmitt bubble cars? Are they hatch tops? Because that is literally a hatch, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, Volkswagen lights then. Volkswagen Beetle. So I think hello there's got it tied down. I don't think they can lose. Popcorn Man, Stickman's Water, their positions can change. And Inbred and Anderson's Clan, their positions can change. I don't know about anybody underneath. I can't see their scores. So
Here we go.
Moving on to the final question. Who will reign supreme?
well, hello there will reign supreme. But
Who else will reign just under reigning supreme?
which early 2000s hatchback rear lights are these? Oh, I know that one. Indeed, the Renault Clio. They are quite distinctive as well, aren't they, those? Toyota Corolla ones. They were far more plain than that. What was the other answer? Vauxhall Astra. Yeah, they were like... Yeah, Astra ones were bigger than that. I had to buy one because I reversed into a wall in mine. So, in third place, Popcorn Man. Well done, Popcorn Man. Well done. Stickman's Water, number 2. And hello there wins, as we expected. Well done. Hello there. Let's stop sharing that screen. And go back to some comments. I've got some air horns, says Simon, from a train in my garage. That groaner sounds nothing like a 125. It sounds like... Hang on. He sounds like a cartoon one. Oh, that sounded a bit sad, that second bit. That's my interpretation anyway. I literally have 0 chance with this quiz. No, you don't, because you... Hang on, before I go any further. Yeah, you do. Who actually sits and looks at rear lights long enough to recognise them? Anybody sat in a traffic jam? I don't remember 500 lights looking like that. Well, they do. They do, Alex, whether you remember them or not. Unfortunately, young Alex, if that's even your real name, the whole world does not depend on your memory. Your memory does not control the physical world around you. It is literally your ability to retain information. And it sounds like you're letting yourself down there, Alex. If you don't remember what Fiat 500 rear lights look like, terrible. Tommy Dapper says, more chance than Stick Boy. I've seen his answers so far and he's useless. I know nothing about cars and I've got 2 out of 3 right so far. Well done, Emma. Well done, Emma. Where did we get up to? I had an Escort that was humpback. I had an Escort that was... Okay. You know more than me then, says Mark to Emma. Nope, I just guessed. Doing rubbish now, though. To be honest, I think a lot of people just guess. I'm surprised at how many of these I'm getting right by educated guesswork. That, I think, let me put. Oh, Jack's decided he's coming in. Let me put my intellectual glasses on. I think what you've done there, Simon, you've hit upon the key to life. Now, when I was growing up, which, believe me, has happened a certain degree, I was... You're right, Jack. Do you want to say anything to the people watching? No, I'm just laying on the floor. Jack's a cat, by the way. For any of you new people, Jack is a cat. I don't live with someone called Jack who just decides to lay on the floor What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was convinced that there was people in the world older than me that knew exactly what they were doing in life, and they knew exactly where they were going. They had all the plans, they knew all the facts, they'd got everything sorted. Newsflash, no fecker knows what they're doing. Everybody's just making it up as they go along with educated guesswork. So there you go. You've hit upon the qualification of a successful life there, Simon. Matt's water was delicious. Oh, well, there we go. Sausage is being cut and fed to the appropriate recipient. Good. Yes. Was Matt's water from the Manky Fountain in Matlock Bath? I mean, I think that if you think about it there as well, Alex, the weirdest thing is that it's Matlock Bath. You wouldn't bathe in that water, would you? Oh, and then I hope Matt didn't get his water because I drank it. And then Alex asks Simon if he feels okay. I'm not answering that, Alex, but I'm guessing that business venture is now blown. Oh. It's a saloon and they are the same. Yes, all rear lights on the Allegros, apart from the Series 3, have bulbous ones. Ah, okay. 125 sounds like Jimmy Savile because of his adverts. In my head, that is. I'm too late for the quiz. Well, there'll be another one along in a second. Austin 1100's had London taxi rear lamps. Oh. Emma says, in fact, I've not assigned a voice to Emma yet. What voice should we give Emma?
I think I can safely say that this isn't the quiz for me, but at least I have proven how disinterested I am.
There you go. Brand strategy within a comment. Well done. You've got to hand it to some folk. Always on brand. Jim Bob's Garage says, well, I buggered that up on the MGB GT lights. Yeah, they are a bit weird. Great quiz, Mr. Dastardly Sir, says Mark. It is, isn't it? I didn't recognise the focus lights either. This is coming from someone whose job is looking at cars all day, honestly. Yes, I confirm Allegro Estate looks very much like the same rear lights as a saloon. Good. I live 5 yards from the main line. When there are works going, I get all the horns. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, Greg Anderson's put a £5, is that a super sticker or I don't know what it is. I like how manufacturers use green lights behind red lenses to create orange indicators. I didn't know that. Ooh. That's kind of cool. I've never seen any green lights. My rear indicators are red because it was allowed in 50s. Yeah, I kind of fancy an old car because... Hang on, Jack's being weird. What are you doing? What are you even doing in here, Jack? Ugh, apparently laying on the floor again. Yeah, I'm after an old car. I fear my next car may be a Volkswagen Beetle. It may be. Do you believe in star signs? I do not. I disbelieve in them with disbelief. Busy spannering today, says Mark. Fitted shiny new rear brake discs and Kashiyama pads to the MX-5. Very nice. How's the elephant, says Barry. Let's find out. Where are they? Here we go. They appear all right, don't they? Dave Smith says, I would say, Emma, that most people here aren't interested in cars, only coconuts. Yeah, I don't know whether Emma was here earlier. This is Tony, the comforting coconut. It is a coconut. In fact, I shall play you a little video explaining Tony's purpose in life and why he looks like he does. When I find it, where is it? What did I call it? Here we go. Enjoy this, Emma. There you go. That is pretty much Tony's a mental health coconut. You know, like you have, what do they call him? Let me put these glasses on, see if it helps me remember. I can't remember. You know when people like have a dog that they take everywhere? It's not called a mental health dog. That'd be Crackers. What do they call them? Anyway, that's like Tony. Tony's been to many places. Haven't you, Tony? Hang on. You've been to many places, haven't you, Tony? He says he has, yeah. Do you remember when we went to see Alex? Yeah, he does. He does remember when we went to see Alex. And do you remember when you pinched that chip? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he says it looked like he was smoking a potato cigar. Yeah. I know, Tony. It's despicable, isn't it? Two seconds while I just embarrass Jack. Jack. Oh, Jack's eating Tony. Stop eating Tony. Come on. Come here, chunk. Oh. You ready? Bye. See you later. Oh. Some of these YouTube stars are such divas, aren't they? Fancy eating Tony, honestly. Right then, where did we get up to? Appreciate the tear, says Alex. Exactly. Well, you're on here for a start. To Emma, saying that she must be interested. Chunky vibes. Chucky vibes. I thought you said chunky vibes. That would be weird. God, I need a crumpet now. Well, it comes to us all. This is the sort of secret ninja stealthy marketing that we're performing on this channel, Emma. That we talk about certain products, and then people get interested, and it gets in the psyche, and then all of a sudden, the sales of that particular product goes through the roof, and then we get a bit of a backhander from Warburton's or Marks and Spencer's or whoever is selling these things. A support pet, is that it? I thought they were a more technical name. I don't know. It could be that. Not guide dog. That's for when you're blind. I mean, for like mental health purposes. I like crumpet, says Barry. Everybody does. Never wear them glasses again, says Dave Smith. Reminds me of mustard. And then Alex shouts, Jack! Like that. Pikelet says a run. Steady, steady. That cat just reminded me I need to sharpen my pencil. Well done, Steve. Well done, Steve. Alex says, I'm on edge. I'm on edge. Very good point, James. James says Jackie's just offloading his despair onto Tony. Well done, Tony. Well done for coping with even cat despair. What is cat despair? What have cats got to despair about? Like literally, Jack and Cookie, they're just literally pampered constantly. They get to sleep wherever they want. They get to eat whenever they want. They've got nothing to despair about. That was closest it was. I thought Jack was going to commit a crime. I mean, don't let Tony find out, but he's not an actual person. He's like, if you ever watch Ted the movie, Ted's not an actual person until end. He doesn't have any rights. He's just a coconut. And Rob joins in as well. Once again, I'm reminded to find my pencil sharpener. Black cats are good. White cats are evil. Maybe we should get Jack and a black cat together and see if they touch each other, they like mold into one grey cat, maybe. I knew an accountant with constipation. He worked it out with a pencil. Hang on, what's this? What's this, Errol? Crumpet with butter and halloumi. I have halloumi. I have butter. I currently do not own crumpets. Oh, God. Constipation jokes aren't my favourite, says Steve, but they're a solid number 2. I was thinking crumpet with curves in the right places, actually. I was already there, Barry. Already there. Oh, don't get your head out of the gutter, because I'll be on my own then. Judge says emotional support pet. That's it. That's it. The emotional support pets. That's it. Just a coconut, says Alex. Yes, just a coconut. And I don't need to remind people that Alex, in my video, I've got videographic evidence said just Mr. Jenkins, and everybody knows just and Mr. Jenkins should never be in a sentence together unless it's preceded by not. It's not just Mr. Jenkins. I'm not going to read this one out, Matt. I'm just going to let you. I'm just going to put it on the screen and let people read it and do this probably. Oh, Matt. Oh, God, they're getting worse. This one. Thought Jack was going to get desiccated for a second. Made that one up just now. Not the funny. It was actually quite good. The thing with the jokes, if I read them out and then I move on, I've not found them that funny. If I make a big deal about how unfunny they are, I've found them funny. My cat, says Barry, liked to stick his bum in my face while I'm sitting on the sofa reading. I mean, it's a kink, maybe. Oh, Judge. I think constipation jokes are crap. Blooming heck. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's just getting worse, this. Oh. We'll be back to Todgers next, I'm telling you. I never thought I'd get over that Todgering from last week, but bloody hell, I was sore from laughing after that Todgering. Right then, let's have a look what other quizzes we've got. Let's go back to the library. What sort of quiz do people want? Do they just want some random thing? Or do you want some specific car-related nonsense? What do you fancy? Let's see what people are saying. Oh, Run says cars. Pingu says elephant facts. I don't have one on that. Film quiz says Barry. How will we make you laugh tonight, Simon? Well, that's your challenge, not mine, Alex. Matt wants to fill a quiz on scantily clad lady. Todger quiz. Alex. But wouldn't it? Maybe the Todger quiz would be too hard. Oh dear. Mark says our old spooky cat wants to do a wet fart in my face. I'm rubbish at film, says Aaron. You asked what we fancy. Oh, I see what you're doing there, Matt. I always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. And then I thought there was going to be I thought there might be a punchline to that. Gaz starts his comment off with, not a joke. There's a bloke on my round who wears a bag and also wears shorts. He'll keep us talking for ages and it's hard not to look. Yeah, that is weird. You'd expect you wanted to cover that up, wouldn't you? Todger quiz, I might go up the ranks. Hey, don't dictate what quiz we should do. I hope the Todger one isn't too short. Oh dear. Right. I mean, I don't have any quizzes on Todgers. What do we have? What have we've just done a car one, haven't we? Oh, we're going to be another car one then. What did I do? The head gasket? Oh, that's a car one. Bear with me. Let me put a little video on for you while I'm carrying on looking. James, a Todger quiz or something in that vein. Crikey. What film, what video have you not watched for a while? Oh, it's true, but there's not really any that we've not watched for a while. It's like, let's try this one.
Do you remember when you had friends? When people would call you on the telephone? When you'd be invited out to the pub or even to the cinema? Well, not anymore. You're a rover person now. Relax. On your own. It's a rover.
From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls, I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall?
There you go. Well, what did I miss? I mean, I've picked a quiz already, so I'll share it in a second. In fact, I'll share it now. Don't share it in a second, Simon. You're just wasting time. It's already 9:20, you fool. Right, here we go. I'm not even going to tell you what it is until you start playing it. Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is then. You'll have to just start playing it. That's how this thing works. It's a dictatorship, and I'm the dictator. Hey, see, I got a penis jerk in there as well. Don't get ahead of ourselves, says Alex. Cock a hoop with that idea, says Gaz. Very good. All of my friends hate Sarah Millican, don't they, Alex? But she's my favourite stand-up. I don't mind it, to be honest. It's not. I've not seen it for a while. To be perfectly honest with you, it's probably 2 or 3 years since I watched anything with her in it. James, well done. There will have to be a bell at the end to let us know it's finished. I'm sure you'll know when the ends come. I cannot stand Sarah Millican. She's about as funny as monkeys. I normally use a tissue. Good. It's good to use a tissue.
Asda, everyday tissues. For when you need a tissue, every day.
Everybody should have an everyday tissue. I thought I'd set some more cool stuff up, but I think we've watched quite a lot of them. I need to do a bit of a cleanup. I've got so many videos loaded up on this stream. Even this one.
Cock for chicken.
Do you remember that, Alex? Do you remember that you managed to guess the trick in the quiz before the end? So it fell flat on its face. Oh, well, never mind. Matt says his cat's decided it's time to go in and out 100 times. So he'll be missing this quiz, which is a shame. Especially since I told you I wasn't going to tell you what it were about, and now I've forgotten myself what it's about. So it'll be a surprise for everyone. How many people have we got in? 18. That's one more than before. Right, let's get on with it. Let's have a run through of these names. Catamite, Life Boy, Baron Backdoor, Philomena Clunk. What a classic program that is. Nearly as good as Manday. Manday is the. I'm sure I've already said this. The character Manday is 100% based on this nut job. Well, she might not be a nut job. I don't know it. It was on an ITV program about alien abduction, and she said she most commonly gets abducted by aliens after she's had a KFC for dinner. Classic. Dictator. And then someone that's doing hang on. No, this and then this. No Eating Tony. Dobby. Is that Dobby the house elf or Dobby the sexy weirdo from Peep Show? Lon Tog Octagon. Past me bedtime. The Lambert Chevy. Macmillan Mangler. Todd Her, Anders Clan, lovely unicorn 44. Oh God, we've got 19 people on. Bronze Llama 26. Todger that. Disinterested, which I assume is Emma, and the Coconut Nut. So we've got 19 people on. So many that I can't fit them all on the screen at once. So without further ado, I'm going to press start. And then we'll be starting, and then you and me, I'll be finding out what the quiz is because I can't remember. I really can't. No, I can't.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's cartoon characters. Cartoon characters will be slowly revealed, and you've got to say who they are. Bloody hell, that was quick. Maybe they need to slow that down a bit. Question. Moving on to question 2 after this. Are you ready? Go. Well, they're not revealing very slowly, are they? Bloody hell. I was worried that we'd already played this one. I don't think we have. So it looks like it's going to come down to whoever can click the right answer fastest. You ready? Oh, hang on. Oh, it's a bit changeable, this one. Right. I'm going to press next in 3, 2, 1. I don't know whether this is a good quiz or not, but it's not revealing very slowly. I mean, everybody's going to get it right, pretty much, aren't they? Question 4. Oh, people got different answers there, so he's going to get mixed up a bit. Oh, Todger, that's moving up. Dictators first. Anderson's clan is third. Long Todjoctigan. It's fourth, and Milliken Mangler fifth. I'm glad Popeye's popped up. Does anybody remember the Popeye film that Robin Williams was in? That film, I liked that film. But apparently when it was released, it got absolutely panned. It was terrible. But yeah, I remember really liking it. And I need to find that and watch it again. Because it's a really good film. I can't actually think of any films that Robin Williams has been in that weren't good. That might be an unpopular opinion. When's he in one called Midnight Caller or something, when he played a DJ on a radio station? I'm sure I remember seeing that, and it was like a horror film. Oh, and 1 Hour Photo, that's a good film as well. Moving on to question 6. Some people put Maggie, that's the baby. That's the baby. You can't give booze to a baby.
Got any booze fit, baby?
Question 7. Dennis the Menace. Desperate Dan's a cowboy that eats. What do they call it? Hang on, I need to find out now. There's a pie that he eats, isn't they? It's not a hair pie. Before anybody says that. Desperate Dan pie. Oh, cow pie. It's just cow pie. That's it. Brilliant. Well, they didn't take much working out of that, did it? Cow pie. It's just a pie that's got antlers sticking out at the top, or horns. Do cows have antlers? What's the difference between an antler and a horn? Question 8. Some people can't even spell duck. This is a random quiz. I feel I'm letting you down with this quiz because it should be doing the reveal a lot slower than that. So I wonder whether it's glitched or something. Question 9. Indeed, it is SpongeBob Le SquarePants. And in France, SpongeBob SquarePants is called Bob Le Punge, which is literally just Bob the Sponge. So nowhere near as people say that French is the language of love. It's artistic, it's intricate, it paints pictures, and they've changed SpongeBob SquarePants into Bob the Sponge. Awful, awful. Everybody got that right? Oh no, one person didn't. Dory's the other one that keeps forgetting stuff. Is Dory a clownfish? I can't remember. Oh, Todger, that's winning. Moving on to question 11. Winnie the Pooh. I'd love to see a character, Stanley the Goo. That'd be amazing. Moving on to question 12. Bugs Bunny! I'm quite impressed we've got 19 people play. That's quite cool. Moving on to question 13. Barney Flintstone. Or Flintstone, they've even put. I thought it was Flintstone with a T. I'm sure it's. Have I been wrong all these years? Hang on. It is Flintstone with a T, as in Flint. Flintstone, honestly. What are these people doing? Come on, quiz people. Get it right. Oh, there's a change. Catamite has overtook Todd. Oh yeah, the Goof is the black dog that walks upright and talks. Oh, look at that! This change. Anderson's clan's moved into first place. Todger that second. Todd her third. Catamite fourth. And Past Me Bedtime fifth. Pick up a penguin, pick, Squirtle or Pikachu. Pikachu. Squirtle's a turtle, obviously. Moving on to question 16. That's quite a difficult question in some respects, because, yeah, people will remember Tom and Jerry, but will they remember which one's which? Because neither of the characters talk. So the only time you're going to know what one of them's name is when Tom's owner shouts at him. And then it's only by elimination that the mouse is Jerry. Unless I'm missing something obvious. There you go, it's Garfield. I just paused for a second because I'm sure I can hear someone driving down road with a proper flat tire. There's a new Garfield film coming out.
But the problem is it's not got Bill Murray doing the voice. So is it going to be wrong? Because now, every time I see Garfield and I read a cartoon with Garfield in it, he's got Bill Murray's voice. Moving on to question 18. I don't know. Who's Janice Boyle? Is that Janice from Friends? I've no idea who Janice Boyle's supposed to be. I'm just Googling it now because I'll need to know. No idea who that's supposed to be, Janice Boyle. Let me try spelling it right, see if that helps. Amuse yourself for a few moments. There's nobody famous called Janice Boyle that I can see showing up on here. No idea what's going on there. Well, apparently it's Elsa. I assume that's somebody in Frozen. Oh, big change. I'll do a rundown after the next question, sir. Penultimate question. Oh, there's two answers to this. There's got to be. No, they're in. I'm misremembering it. There's one answer. It's Bambi. I was thinking Thumper, but Thumper was the rabbit. And Bambi says to Thumper, you can call me Flower if you want to. So it's Flower that was the other answer. So, penultimate roundup. Anders Clan first. Very closely followed by Todger That, who's also closely followed by the Lambo Chevy, who's also closely followed by Past Me Bedtime, who's also closely followed by Dictator. So it's open to anybody. It's open to anyone. This last question is going to decide the champion of Terrible Cartoon Character Quiz. It's me from Alvin and the Chipmunks. So Alvin, hang on, Alvin, Simon, Theodore, not Scooby-Doo, it's Simon. There's something weird about this picture, and I don't know whether. No, it kind of makes sense, I suppose. So that's a left-handed bass. So he's holding it in he's holding it in the opposite hand as I would use, or is he? No, he's holding it in the hand that I would use for that. But yeah, it's a left-handed bass, and I think it's based on a Fender Precision bass. Was it a Fender Jazz? I think it's a Fender Precision bass. That. But I'd like to. Well, I wouldn't like to know what he's doing with his hand in his pocket, to be honest. Right then, let's see who won that one. So in third place, we have the Lambo Chevy. Second place, we have
Todger That.
So that means in first place, we have the Anders Clan. Well done, the Andersons. Well done there. And then Past Me Bedtime was fourth and Dobby was fifth. Very nice. A bit random.
that the pictures revealed themselves in like super quick, which is I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be how it works. Oh, Simone's back. Blooming heck. Right, hang on. Where did we get to? I'm back, says Simone. Oh, got toasters, no crumpets around here. Well, you need to sort that out, don't you, Emma? That's something you need to sort out. There shouldn't be any situation. I've not got any crumpets actually, but there shouldn't be any situation that you don't have crumpets for. Popeye watch along. Yes, this is. Thank you for saying that, Matt. Yeah, there was something that I came up with, an idea of doing a watch along, but it'll have to be something that everybody can get access to, or a lot of people can get access to. I might do a watch along for the next Grand Prix if I'm watching it. Actually, I don't know if a lot of people watch. Obviously, you'll not be able to see the Grand Prix on my screen. It'll just be the case of us watching the Grand Prix and chatting in the comments about what's going on. But yeah, a watch along movie would be quite good. I reckon I could possibly stream an old film that didn't have any sort of copyrights on it. So yeah, maybe a channel movie watch would be good. I'm not sure I could get away with putting it on YouTube though. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, we'll have to knock his heads together about that one, Matt. Booze for baby. Yeah, exactly. Reeves and Mortimer, that's it. Yep, cow pie. Cow pie. Scantily clad ladies don't give you the antler. No, this is true. That is a good difference. Cos have teats, bulls have horns, and todgers. Okay. Cows, not cos. That's the difference between an antler and a horn. Then code when I wanted to write coo, which I think should have been cow. It's flint stones. It is. Exactly, James. Wilma. Yeah. The real life, not real life. Don't be stupid, Simon. Flintstones in real life. The live action Flintstones films. The first one, I approve. That was good. I liked the first one. It got John Goodman in it. And has it got the woman from Grinch in it as well? Not the little girl, because she's in a rock band now. I can't remember what her name is. No, the woman that has the sticky up nose like that. Generally, not just in the Grinch. I think she was in it. But yes, the first Flintstones movie, very good. The second one, awful. Simone's talking to Alex about Mr. Jenkins, who is Alex's Rover P6, which has a very interesting secret, which has, as Matt will know, and Simon will know, and Rob will know, and I'm not entirely certain on Rob's thoughts because I don't know if Rob would approve of my plans for the Emily the ZS. But yes, Alex, you have subconsciously influenced my brain when looking for materials to do the ZS roof lining and door cards. I'm going to say no more. Alex has been doing engine stuff. Simone has just bought a new headlights round for TC for £75. Well done. Tommy Dapper says, Sharon ran the office like a dictator. I call my work van Pikachu because it's bright yellow and the front looks like he is very, very much like Pikachu, I must admit. The Chipmunks one caught me out, says Arun. Yeah, I don't know the difference between them all. That was fun, says Simon. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Alex says, I know about the Chipmunk, but second. Well done, Alex. I was worried that you weren't going to get them because they're TV programs. I was Lambert Chevy. Well done, Aaron. Tim beat me just too quick. Blah, blah, blah. Emma says that was exhausting. Well, such is life. a nonchalant watch along. Do people ever take part in watch alongs? It's one of those things that I know it's a thing, but I don't know how popular a thing it is. I mean, and my biggest worry is that Alex won't be able to take part unless it's something that Alex can watch on some other sort of way. I mean, Alex don't watch F1 and racing anyway, so F1 would be fine. I wouldn't have a problem with doing that one. Greg Anderson, of the Andersons. Oof, got the last one wrong. In my finest John Shuttleworth voice. Don't keep asking me why, Reg. It just happened to be that year. Oh, John Shuttleworth. I love Count Arthur Strong. Which is very much like John Shuttleworth stuff. And there's actually, is it 1 or 2 episodes? I think it might be, it's at least one, where Count Arthur goes to Sheffield to meet John because they used to be in a band together. Count Arthur Strong is one of the comedy programs. If you've not seen it, it's really difficult to explain. Yeah, you'll just have to watch. What's it? I don't know what it's on for streaming wise. It used to be on BBC, but I don't think you can stream it on BBC. If you would like to know more about Count Arthur Strong, contact me and I will tell you about it and maybe share some details about it. It's freaking amazing. There's just certain episodes and scenes. Yeah. There's been a trouser fire. If you've seen it, you'll know what that is. I need to get off to bed now. Please keep your todgers under control. Also, you as well, Simon. We don't want to wake up in the morning with news on wherever your preferred news program is about Simon's todger being out of control. The F1 was so boring, says Simone. I disagree. Everybody, as soon as people say there's a boring race, I always feel I must be the completely left field. That's left to me. I don't know if it's left to you. It might be right to you, but left field. Because I always find them interesting, even if there's not a great deal of overtakes, because there's different strategies going on. There's always something to keep you interested. So, yeah, there we go. Maybe because, I mean, did you watch it on TV, Simona? Did you just listen to it on radio? James says, Norman and Ernest were getting excited about Crumpet in a Mark 1 Escort earlier. This is true. The lovely Joy. Oh, she was a joy to be around. She even let me sit in a seat and grab hold of a steering wheel. She's a very nice lady. Very excited, James said, Matt. And then Simone's talking to Alex about the Dewberry What's It. What's the face out of Big was in it. Yes, I think I know what you're on about. Talking of Popeye, I remember a tyre advert in a car magazine in the 90s that was a picture of olive oil with text wrapped around her chest saying, "Funny's not a straight line. Wonder if I dreamt that." Yeah, because olive oil is traditionally very uncurvy, isn't she? There is a Pokemon that lives in people's noses called a Pick and Chew. Oh, Simone. Grand Tour final episode watch along. Not a bad call, that. Not a bad call. Not a bad call at all, Matt, for that one. How do you get Pikachu on a bus? Well, that's it. You've just left us there, Alex. You've just left us there. So you need to tell us the punchline. Trouser fire, says our judge. An excellent watch along was Rob's coronation. But yes, that was good. And this is the reason. And I think everybody should peer pressure Rob into doing lives again. That was the reason why Rob should do lives, because he's really good at stuff like that. when there's a subject for him to grab into, it's easier. So yes, let's peer pressure Rob into doing lives again. An excellent watch along was Rob's coronation video. Rob was hilarious and fell for the sword carrying Tory Penny Mordaunt. He did indeed. Tis true, it's hilarious, says Stickman. Pokemon. There we go. See, James said it before you, Alex. Last Monday, Simon's Todger was spasming. Honestly, there was so much Todger talk that it was impossible to carry on. I couldn't carry on from all the Todger talk. Oh. I gave Rover Paul some John Shuttleworth badges. He is in the Milne Rome branch of the John Shuttleworth Appreciation Society, like the man in the middle of the M62. Sounds like a crazy coded message, but I didn't even know there was a John Shuttleworth. Bloody hell. A John Shuttleworth Appreciation Society. Becky says to Simon, that's me, this one. There's too many Simon. There's only 2 Simons, and it's already confusing. Nice, Simon, and all the lovely quiz folk. Another fab evening, off to bed now. Well, enjoy your evening in bed. I'm quite looking forward to my evening in bed as well. And thank you for joining, Becky. Everybody's so lovely on these live streams. I sometimes wonder how I got so lucky doing this YouTube thing. Let me put me community love glasses on. That kind of community love is different. That's more like goggles to stop things getting in your eyes. When I started doing this YouTube live thing, I didn't really know what to expect from it, and I'll stop doing a silly voice as well because I'm being serious now. I didn't know what to expect, and when I stop and think about it, it's quite warming to me little heart, me little ticker, because there's loads of lovely people, and it's like a little community thing that comes together. And just think, if I'd not started doing YouTube and lives and stuff, I wouldn't know Alex, I wouldn't know Simone, I wouldn't know Rob, I wouldn't know Matt, I wouldn't know Simon, I wouldn't know James, I wouldn't know Greg Andersons and the Andersons. There's loads of people I would have never really crossed paths with. I'd have just been one of the people that go to car shows with the partner or friend or whatever and walk around and not really get integrated into that car community. So it gives me a nice little warm feeling inside every time we do one of these lives that people are just so lovely and welcoming, and they just treat each other with respect and dignity, and everybody has a laugh. And I hope everybody feels safe. Feel safe being in these chats, because that's my goal, is for everybody to feel safe. And I love everybody, every one of you. So that's enough of that soppy nonsense. Moving on. How about a Tony, Norman and Ernest feature film? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's going to happen at some point. It might not be a feature film, Dick, but there's definitely going to be some sort of movie reference mashup thing that happens. Big the movie is a bit... Yes, it is. There's some bits in it, isn't there, that are a bit... It's like... I've said this before and people were like, I don't know what you're on about. It's like in Back to the Future, there's a near rape scene where Biff... Is it Biff? Yeah, with Biff and Marty's mom. And that's a bit odd when you think about it. Oh, I was wondering what you thought about it, Simone. Simone watched the new Alien Romulus film at the cinema and she really liked it. I'm glad. I feel that this comment from Matt's going to be a joke. My mate, every comment from Matt, I'm always thinking, right, I need to read ahead to make sure it's not a joke before I read it out in a serious way. My mate had the rendering done on his house last week. You remember blankety blank? It's like every time I read one of Matt's comments, it feels like I'm Les Dawson. Les Dawson reading out one of the blankety plank comments. My mate had the rendering done on his house last week. They removed the old burglar alarm, which is literally a bell and hammer. I said he should paint it purple and have it refit. I've missed something. You'll have to explain that one, Matt. Alex, the lovely Alex. I saw a lovely black Rover 75 limo yesterday. They only asked why the man filming cars turned away when he got to his car, and said, I can't film that. Haha, the limo is a diesel and it was Jersey Floyd. Yes. Go on, Joseph. Go on. We've already done that. Joseph lost out there, Alex. I love how you're saying something very warm and serious and friendly with your funny glasses on. The limo had a strange badge on it. It was a Rowie badge. Right. So Rowie is the Chinese version. So when the Chinese bought over Rover and Rover went bust, they continued making the 75 as a Rowie. I've done a video that's got the advert on. The adverts are very serious, Alex. Very serious. It's like really upper class. Like there's a guy buying some high-end paintings. He's playing chess with his friends. He's eating lunch out on the terrace of a beautiful big mansion. And a black Rover 75 pulls up to take him away or deliver him or whatever. Very serious. I can't remember what video it is I've put it on. I'll have to try and find it out again. Rowie. Apparently, I don't know whether this is true, but the reason why it's Rowie is because that's how you'd pronounce Rover in China. I don't know if that's true. Oh. It was nice to meet Matt today and realise that I am indeed not the tallest person on the live. Yes, James, you are not the tallest. Matt still holds that record. Likewise, James, it's always nice to put a face to a name and all that. And Alex is lovely at bringing out these tiny little... If Alex was a movie and I was a movie critic, Alex is perfect. She gives these one-liners all the time. Matt is very tall. Well done. Well done there, Alex. That's perfect. It's small, concise, to the point. There you go. And nice to chat to normal height people. Well, thanks for including us as well, Matt, as an afterthought, honestly. You won't believe you'll see it when I do the crankcases videos, but some of the times today, we were having to literally stand and wait for Matt to catch up because he was going all Andy Warhol on us, doing daft little, funny little artistic videos things. There was one point where we were talking about a car, and I turned around and Matt was filming the sky. Just the sky. He was just filming the sky, and that's it. Not this guy, the sky. Matt makes Tony look like an ant. Tony's shocked at that. The guy with the limo said the owner of the name Rover would not let them use the logo or name, so they chose Rowie as it sounded like Rover. Yeah, there you go. There you go. James knows my surgical secret to my height. Ooh. Matt was High Towers stunt double in Police Academy. According to Tom Drive, that's the case. I believe that for ages we could not get bonnet badges for the Rover P6 as the owner of the logo would not allow reproduction. That's redonkulous. And that brings us to a 10 o'clock. Again, thank you everybody for being such lovely people for putting up with me talking for 2 hours. Honestly, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how I do it and then get up at 5:30 in the morning, but I don't know how you do it by just being here. Oh, hang on. Udjo just put a comment. Matt's height reflects the greatness of his personality, humour and friendliness, and artistic filming skills, of course. And Pingu concurs with Udjo. Sharon had a very strict terms about reproduction. She did, and it was that she would not do it. But we'll go into that at another date. Because we have found someone to play Sharon in the crankcases, yet we've not approached them with firm video ideas. So that's something I'll have to approach later. So yes, thank you everybody for joining, for taking part in the quizzes, for being lovely to each other, for mentioning Todgers again. Here you go. It's Todger time. Todger time. Oh, Alex found one of these that was amazing the other day. Did you buy it, Alex? I can't remember whether you said you'd bought it or you just said you wanted it. You should buy it if you've not bought it, or I'm going to buy it. I'm glad I have the bell end icon so I can get the notification when you're alive. Oh, bell notification, yes. Don't forget, click the bell icon because then it'll tell you when I go live. And it's good because even if you completely forget and you just see the bell icon, it's always at least a minute after that we actually start doing anything useful. So there you go. Oh, and Matt says, thank you to me for still doing a live after such a long day. That's fine. It's just a nice way of going to sleep. And she didn't buy... Alex, why not? I might have to buy that. It's payday tomorrow. I might have to buy it. It's amazing. I'll show it you if I do buy it, people. Well, there we go. Let's see what video we can play out with. I've not really done another ending for a while. I don't know what we can use. Oh, I know what we can use. I'll do two. I'll do an advert and then another one. So here we go.
Do you find yourself in a shower but also needing the loo?
Just do it. Let go.
Pee. You can just wash it away.
Soup! 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 Roast! 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 Well, a fudging soup!